Oh, they do have double Hwacha. I thought they were going to bring double Carronade. Well, let's go through the builds. Obviously, we need to. For the sword, this is sword. On the red side, they've swapped colors. They have the Avis Anas, a goldfish being piloted by Blackened Pies. Up front, Hwacha, flare on the port side, Carronade on starboard. The second ship, the Pintail, is a goldfish as well, being piloted by NH Barrett. Hwacha up front, Carronade on port side, Gatling on starboard.
And for the Stormy Predators, we have a Sandwich, a Mobula piloted by Finks. It has a center Hades, 2 Artemis, a Carronade, and a Flamer. Their ally, the Crown Tyrant, piloted by Scrimscraw. It is a Gat Artemis Pyramidion with left side Banshee and Flare Gun.
What is with Scrimscraw hitting every piece of terrain today? This is the second time. Like he just bumped into something down there.
Danish internet. I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Well, spots down on both Goldies right now. Artemis comes out, trying to disable that front Hwacha. 1 lands, 2 land. And the Avis Anasis is already out. A Sandwich doing a good job knocking him out. Now, where's the Hades? Here we go. Hades raining in. They've got Lesmok loaded, though, so if the Avis comes too close, they're not going to be able to land those Hades shots. Now a Sandwich is going to have to swap with the Avis Anas. Swaps targets. Pintail going for the Crown Tyrant as well. They want this Pyrrha down, and they want it down now. Ram comes out from the Pintail. Goes into the balloon of the Crown Tyrant. It drops down. It's not going to be able to come up for a little bit here as a Sandwich moves in on Avis Anas, throwing out Flamethrower. Can they actually light anything on fire? Yes, they can. Hull, as well as one of their engines, is going to light on fire. Not a whole lot else, though. Armor drops. Crown Tyrant from behind, popping off Artemis shots. A Sandwich helping out a little bit in that department as well, but the Pintail giving him a little side hug and push him out of the way, but the Pintail overshoots, and a Sandwich still throwing out Flamethrower on the Avis. They're forced to keep those chem sprays going and not necessarily repair. Pintail turning around, but it may be too late. The Avis is eating too much Artemis. Armor comes back up just in time, but it drops again very quickly, and there they go. Pintail, however, coming around from behind, putting a lot of damage into the Sandwich with that Hwacha. Not a great armor value left. Pintail, despite all that damage, is now in trouble. Crown Tyrant moving forward on him. Flamethrower, gonna light him up. What are they lighting on fire? The balloon, it's got 5 stacks. Armor's out as well to the Gatling. Artemis gonna keep disabling components. Too much is damaged on the Pintail. Too much to repair. And looks like the Pintail may go down here. They've managed to keep their engines pretty safe. Their turning engines are out, but their heavy engine is still up at a Crown. The Crown Tyrant still following them down. Armor drops. Gatling stops immediately when the armor drops, so they can get the reload. Here they come again. It looks like they're just gonna throw them right into the canyon wall.
Yeah, Sandwich was half a second away from dying there. They did a beautiful positioning, managing to just get out of the Hwacha arcs at the last possible moment. You know, they probably got, I don't know, like 5 HP left, but I feel like that would have been a very different fight if the Sandwich ended up going down there.
Yeah, I agree. That was so close, though. I mean,
really thought that Red Team had the advantage at the beginning of that fight, knocking down the Ground Tyrant, but Scrimshaw managed to keep their gun arc, so even though they're a little far back, the Gatling and the Artemis were fairly effective.
Well, that's one of the advantages of the Pyrrha, right? Everything is pretty centralized. It's not hard to repair everything really quickly. It's not like a Mobula where everything is spread out, or a Goldfish where it's really hard to get multiple
Sandwich
people on the same thing.
Here.
Oh god, yeah, it does. Spock goes out, Hades come out as well. Artemis trying to disable some of those guns and engines, but what can they actually do? Hwacha comes out, a lot of it goes into the balloon. Artemis gets damaged, but the Sandwich gets to keep all of its guns, except now the Pintail gets a chance to say something. They burn Hydro to get out of the way. They're turning. Sandwich in a lot of trouble. Crown Tyrant too far behind to actually do anything, and it looks like a Sandwich is just going to let itself die. They want Permahole back.
Scrimscraw knows that there's nothing they can do. What were they thinking? Why were they moving forward?
It's like, what were they thinking? I think that they just wanted to let that kill go and be like, you know what, this thing's almost dead. Go ahead and take it. We want a fresh engagement.
I suppose suppose so. Although I feel like they could have, like Crown Tyrant could have just smashed the Mobula into the ground as well. They didn't necessarily have to charge into red spawn to do that.
I think that's against the rules. I think that's against the rules because you're not allowed to purposefully sack your ship because then the other team doesn't get the kill. No, but if I think if they run it into the ground and they don't take damage for a while, then the kill credit doesn't go anywhere.
I thought they fixed that so that whoever did the last, like I don't know, if the last enemy ship that did damage would get credit for the kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that the other advantage to that is, you throw the Mobula out there, you get the goldfish turned around, and in order to actually charge into the spawn, maybe catch the Crown Tyrant unaware, they have to reposition themselves and work their way through the canyon. That's my best guess. Just make sure that the sword ships were nice and far away.
Yeah, this is going to be a little tough for the goldfish at this point. We have 3 Artemis coming out. Avasani is actually losing their hull armor, and that's a bad spot. Although, with the dual focus on the Avasanis, it's given the Pintail a little bit of time to actually get a Hwacha volley onto the Crown Tyrant, taking out their front guns. They're going to get a ram, but they're not going to have enough damage output to get the kill.
Yeah, there's no way the Pintail can actually finish off the Crown Tyrant. Sandwich going to rise up, keep up with the Avasanis. However you pronounce that. I'm not sure if I've been pronouncing it correctly all day.
That's fine.
Flamethrower gonna go out. But they have Chem Spray. Oh, Chem Spray drops on the hull. And the armor is going to melt away real quick. They get Chem Spray on it now, but it's gonna burn out real soon. They get a whack on it. It's gonna stay up, but this is gonna give a Sandwich plenty of time to come in here and get good, more reliable damage on it. Flamethrower comes out once again, but everything looks to be chemmed. No. Armor drops. Hwacha goes out, but that front gun gets disabled mid-volley, and a Sandwich is going to keep the advantage in this engagement. In the meantime, Pintail still moving in on the Crown Tyrant. Hasn't gotten a whole lot of work done, and they've taken more permahull damage. Nice ram combined with Hwacha. Not quite able to bring down the armor, and they drop.
Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, losing their balloon at the last critical moment there. They had the Crown Tyrant exactly where they wanted, but something knocked out their balloon. I don't know if it was maybe on fire, but yeah, verticality is very important, and losing that, actually, they missed their ram and now have to try to retreat with Artemises attempting to shoot out their engines.
Yeah, they're going to rise up pretty quick. It's going to be hard to shoot out that main engine. A Sandwich moving in fast. Holy cow, that Mobula can move. And they are going to get close enough to take out that main engine. This Goldie is done. It's got to be. Light engine down as well. Permahull exposed. Gatling going to keep bringing down that armor over and over again, while the Artemis keeps up some nice, reliable damage on the Permahull, I say, as they miss one of the Artemis shots. There we go. The Avis says, maybe I can help my ally. Wait, no, turns around.
Is the Pyramidion back, 4thOracle?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's always been fine. It's just a matter of whether the competitive players think so.
It's kind of interesting what's going down here, because I feel like the Hwacha Fish has typically been considered a good matchup against the Pyramidion, but the Artemis on the Crown Tyrant has been used to fairly good effect, and I also feel like some of the Hwacha volleys have not necessarily been the most solid of hits.
People always say that the Hwacha Fish is really good against the Pyramidion, but I've never seen it.
I've seen it happen a lot. Because, the Hwacha, especially post-nerf, the Hwacha does a lot of damage, and especially if your ally has a little bit of armor shredding, or you're supplementing it with this, a nice angle with the side Gatling, you can kill Pyramidion very quickly. And also, just because of the shape of the Pyramidion, you can often destroy every single component on the ship with a single volley, which makes it very powerful.
Yeah, it's definitely possible to do that, but a Hwacha Fish, solo Hwacha Fish versus Pyramidion, I've never seen do well. It has to be in concert with another ship.
I really don't think that's true. I've seen plenty of. I have piloted Pyramidion and just cursed the Watcha fish to death as they just continually took out our front guns and then taking out our engines and circling around. Like the maneuverability of the goldfish is really important in that matchup as well, because once those engines are out on the Pyrrha, it is so easy to get into their blind spot and just watch them away.
Yeah, you know, all this being said, Crown Tyrant is bringing in Artemis, and we mentioned earlier, the Artemis is really good against heavy guns. And even on that front gun of a goldfish, you know, the goldfish moves quickly, it's still very easy to bring down that gun with a single Artemis.
Even in, like, if you looked into that last fight, right, where the, what was it, the Pintail was fighting the Crown Tyrant, the Pintail went for a ram. If the Pintail had got that ram, like, they had the advantage in that fight leading up to that point, and the only thing that, what is Avacon is, are they giving up?
What? What are they doing?
Our sword giving...
no!
Did they get
I think
stuck?
they messed it up. They're stuck. Are they, is this going to be considered a kill? Ooh.
I'm confused.
Okay.
I really wish we could have seen what happened there.
I
how
did.
They managed.
No, I did. They got through, they rose up, they backed up, and they got stuck.
Huh.
What?
I have never seen that happen before.
Okay, maybe they're trying to prove a point to me.
Anyways, what I was saying, Pintail should have gotten the kill on the Crown Tyrant, but they, in the oh what? Oh
Whoa!
no, they're spawning. What? They're spawning behind the blue team. Well,
whoa!
Maybe that was their idea, but they're actually in front of blue team.
Was that purposeful?
No,
No way.
No.
They're eating it. They're running.
They messed this up. They didn't know blue team was there, and they picked the wrong spawn.
I have never seen anything like that before. Well, either way, the Avis is gonna come in. They get a ram. No, it's more like a nudge. Sandwich is gonna keep arcs on the Avis. Avis turns around. Watcha goes into the guns and looks like they want to nudge. No, they run past. A Sandwich gonna try to turn, but it's a bar of soap. It's really hard to turn. Pintail coming in, looking for the ram against the wall, but the Sandwich drops too quickly. Avis taking shots in the Crown Tyrant as well. Artemis gonna chip away at that permahull. A Sandwich now following them down, continuing to follow them down. Gatling brings down the armor on a Sandwich and they take some chip, but Crown Tyrant able to pick up the kill. And that's gonna be it. Stormy Predators forcing Sword to take number 2 spot in the SCS once again.
I need to know if that was planned, because that was, if so, that was an incredible idea that was very poorly executed, because they only managed to kill one of their own ships. But wow, that was, I mean, you know, strong play from the Stormy Predators. That finally, this is what, the first match of Pyramidion has won in like 2 months, probably?
Yeah. Steel King saying, gotta love Velcro, but, I mean, let's be honest here. It was 4-1, and the timer was ticking. Stormy Predators gonna take that either way.